In today's video, you'll find the top 10 old money what exactly? You know, when you stroll through some fancy neighborhood, have you ever thought about the sorts of folks living there? Of course, they're the old money communities, and there's lots of them around the world. Did you know that the number one community in this video is the only one near a royal palace? On Old Money Aesthetic today, we'll take a tour of 10 neighborhoods so posh they make LA or Manhattan look like child's play. Let's say stick around to see number 1. Number 10. EAUX-VIVES CITÉ, Geneva. This area is the downtown area of Geneva, where people love to hang out. It's a popular spot for both old and new buildings, historical sites, and bars where young folks like to party. In this neighborhood, you'll find the famous Saint-Pierre Cathedral, surrounded by lovely green spaces like Parc des Bastions, Promenade de l'Étoile, and Parc de l'Observatoire. If you're into shopping, you're in luck because the busiest shopping streets are nearby, such as Rue de la Confédération and Rue des Fonds. Housing options are abundant here, but they come at a steep price. Housing can go up to 10,733 Swiss francs or $10,000 per square meter. So, you might want to reach deep into those pockets if you want to live here. Number 9. GERMAIN-DES-PRÉS, Paris. This place practically radiates sophistication and old money charm. Back in the day, it was a nest for artistic legends like Cézanne, Picasso, Hemingway, and even the infamous Oscar Wilde once graced these streets with his creative genius. The streets are like a stylish catwalk, lined with upscale boutiques and galleries catering to its well-heeled residents' refined taste. And don't even start on the architectural wonders at the Musée de Cluny, a Gothic masterpiece devoted to the arts of medieval times. But let's talk numbers, shall we? You're looking at a cool $15,000 per square meter to snag a slice of this prestigious paradise. Trust me, it's worth it if you feel like stepping into a time machine where the echoes of legendary artists and writers still linger. Number 8. Eiffel Tower in the 7th arrondissement, Paris. Paris is typically a magnet for the rich and famous, and this neighborhood is pretty pricey. Living here means price tags that make even the ancient nobles clutch their pearls. As France's second richest district, the average property price is around €10,000 or $12,000 per square meter. But if you're lucky enough to have a view of the Eiffel Tower, brace yourselves for prices as high as €30,000 per square meter. It's no wonder that the 7th arrondissement is known for its wealth and glamour. It's enough to make even Marie Antoinette raise an aristocratic eyebrow. Strolling through its streets, you'll find posh historical neighborhoods, high-walled gardens, classic George Eugene Haussmann mansions, many diplomatic embassies, and important landmarks, like Les Invalides, where France's war heroes rest. It's a place that exudes a sense of tranquility and refinement, with its charming buildings and timeless architecture. Number 7. Beverly Hills, California. Beverly Hills, located in California, is next on our list of old money neighborhoods. With housing costs rising to $1.9 million, this neighborhood is the darling of celebrities and a playground for the wealthy. Ranked among the world's most expensive cities, it's a fancy sandbox for the well-off crowd. Rodeo Drive and Golden Triangle ooze designer luxury, drawing in the old money folks. But not so fast. The price of admission here is steep in real estate and daily living, because that's where the bigwigs of entertainment dwell, living out their rich and famous fantasies, a real-life show of old money charm. But that's not the only Californian luxury area. There's also Number 6. Del Mar. Tucked away in sunny San Diego County, Del Mar embodies refined living. It's a place where the old money folks like to frolic, you know. With its glistening beaches, expensive neighborhoods, and fancy schmancy perks, Del Mar practically begs to be adored by the elite. It's a playground for the wealthy, with a median home price of over $2 million and a lofty $1,500 per precious square foot. With nice oceanfront estates standing tall, their scenic views and private beach access are reserved for the elite few. The residences boast state-of-the-art amenities and careful attention to detail in a world of luxury and refinement. Del Mar is where rich dreams come true, where the good life is lived with elegance and a wink of old-fashioned wealth. Number 5. Tribeca, New York City. According to those in the know, it's the creme de la creme of New York zip codes, where the rich and famous gather to flaunt their wealth. Nestled in the heart of Lower Manhattan, this urban paradise is home to some of the most loaded folks in America and the entire world. Just picture old-style homes standing tall amidst the glitz and glamour of Billionaires Row. These days, a penthouse worth a measly $10 million is practically pocket change. What are the average housing costs here? A mere $4 million. No biggie. With over 17,000 residents, including the likes of Jessica Biel, Billy Crystal, Kelly Ripa, and our beloved Taylor Swift, Tribeca is where the rich and famous gather to play. Well, can you blame them? Number 4. Aventino, Rome. Aventino in Rome, Italy is a top choice for rich, older Romans who want a peaceful place away from the busy city centre. It's tucked away in the southern part of the city, so it only attracts a few tourists. But if you've got enough cash, living in Aventino is fantastic. It's a beautiful neighborhood with lots of greenery, fancy houses, and a serene atmosphere. You won't find this level of tranquility in many other parts of Rome. Wealthy, older folks love this area because it offers an exquisite and luxurious lifestyle. It's definitely one of the communities to live in if you can afford it. Number 3. Princeton, New Jersey. Princeton, New Jersey is perfectly situated between New York and Philadelphia, and is not just home to the famous Ivy League college that's practically synonymous with its name. It's got some history too. Back in the day, Princeton served as the nation's capital, with Congress meeting right on the university campus. But what really sets Princeton apart is its charm. The downtown area's got a diverse group of international students, fancy private schools, and well-to-do professionals raking in the big bucks. And don't forget the stunningly pristine college campus. But beware, if you're thinking of buying a home here, expect to fork out anywhere from $1 million to $5 million. Number 2. North Shore, Long Island. Next up is the North Shore of Long Island. It's that fancy coastal area up north in New York, filled with towns like North Hempstead, Oyster Bay, and Huntington. Oh, it's famous for its outrageously rich folks and their extravagant mansions. During the fancy Gilded era, the North Shore skyrocketed in wealth and became known as the Gold Coast. Picture the wealthy Whitneys, Vanderbilts, Astors, Guggenheims, Woolworths, and JP Morgan himself. They all built enormous European-style castles, their second or even third homes. Nowadays, about 200 of those castles still remain, some turned into museums and fancy resorts. And hey, if you have $20 million to spare, you can join the club and buy yourself a castle too. Number 1. Knightsbridge, London. Knightsbridge, London is the zenith of our adventure, the pinnacle of prestige and prosperity. Knightsbridge is the epitome of old money in the UK, just a stone's throw from the Royal Buckingham Palace. So, way back in the 19th century, it started when fancy stores like Harrods made Knightsbridge a luxury shopping hub. Grand Victorian houses, private squares, and lovely gardens showcase its enduring luxury. The place buzzes with high-end old money brands, fancy restaurants, and renowned museums like Victoria and Albert. Knightsbridge remains a stronghold for old money in the United Kingdom. Do you know any other communities that could make this list? I'd love to hear it in the comments. Also, you can pop over to our other fabulous videos on old money brands and haircuts. And hey, don't forget to show some love by hitting that like button and subscribing for more exclusive content. Until next time.